Hi students, in the Chapter 2 extra credit assignment that begins in your book on page 70, the Excel 2007 instructions were missing a few steps. Now in class I explained to you how to set up the soft drink file that starts on page 71, so I'm going to skip over that for right now. But if you continue on, I'm turning past page 72 where you create your graph, and I'm going to start on page 73 where they describe what they want you to do with the audit file. So you open up the audit file. I have typed in the column titles that are up here that are shown in the picture on page 74, audit times, upper limit, and frequency. And I want to show you how to set up the rest of this, because there are some differences in the 2003 instructions in the 2007. Okay, first of all, you've got to get your limits typed in here. And there's a little trick to this. As I go through and type in, some of them will come in just fine, but that one did not. Now, if I undo that, I just did a Control-Z, which is undo. I typed in exactly what they had in the book, 10-14, and the problem is that Excel sees that as a date, and so it changes that to October 14th. Okay, so I undo. An old trick for spreadsheets that you can use if you want Excel to see something that you're about to type in as a text value. If I type a single apostrophe that's next to my enter key on my keyboard, a single apostrophe, and then type 10-14, okay, now I'm going to hit enter. It won't change it. Notice the apostrophe does not display here. It is shown here. That's just a little clue to Excel. Hey, I want this to be treated like text. Now, I believe the other ones are okay. You could certainly continue to type in the apostrophe. I'm just going to try to do this very quickly so I can show you the important part. Okay, and they asked me to go through and identify the upper limit. It's 14, 19, 24, 29, and 34. All right, now, the next thing they have us do, and I'm just going to center all this to make it look a little better. The next thing they have us do is to type in a formula, and they're trying to show you a little shortcut here. They say if you go ahead and select all these cells where you want the formula typed in, then all you have to do is type one time. Notice I have all those cells selected, equals, frequency is the name of the function, open paren, our values are the audit time values there, oops, way too many A's, A2 through A21, okay, comma, and it says where are these boundaries, where are my upper limits, and they're over there in, well, in my case it's going to be F, so I'm a little different than your book, F2 through F6, okay, because this is where mine are. And then I'm going to close my parenthesis. Now, the temptation is to press enter, but your book says don't press enter. Instead, go ahead and push down the control key. Keep control held down, hold down your shift key. With those two still held down, just tap your enter key, and boom, there are my counts. Okay, now this is so far you could have just followed the instructions in your book. But when you turn on over to page 74, they want you to construct the graph. There's a little trick to that. What I want you to do is start out, notice I'm including the audit times label, press and drag. Now, I don't have anything held down now, but I am going to push down on the control key of my keyboard. Keeping it held down, I'm going to select the cells in the frequency column. That lets me select both of these two without selecting the stuff in the middle. Now when I go to insert, and I pick my column graph, I'm going to have the labels down at the bottom and the appropriate numbers on the side. Couple more steps very quickly. Right click any of the blue bars. Okay, now notice all the bars have dots around them. Okay, don't select just one. Go to Format Data Series. So I right clicked any of the bars, Format Data Series, see where it says Gap? Reduce the gap to 0, click on Close, and you have a histogram. Now you might want to go through, do some of the other options, but that'll get you over the hard part. Thanks.